Astronomy is entering a new era. A complete batch of photographs and data from the James Webb Space Telescope was made public by NASA on Tuesday, offering a tantalizing first glimpse at the cosmic mysteries that humanity's largest and most potent space observatory may be able to solve in the years to come. Understanding the Webb Telescope, NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency collaborated to develop the James Webb Space Telescope. Construction started in 1996, but saw multiple setbacks before being finished in 2016 at a final cost of $10 billion. On Christmas Day, the telescope was launched, and it is currently orbiting the planet a million miles away. It employed infrared radiation to find things that the human eye cannot see. The telescope's four main objectives are to investigate the formation of the first stars and galaxies immediately following the Big Bang, to compare ancient and modern galaxies, to examine the formation of planetary systems, and to search for evidence of extraterrestrial life. Gorgeous new details of the Southern Ring Nebula, a massive expanding shell of gas surrounding a dying star, and previously unseen features of the Carina Nebula are among the newly released images. Stephan's Quintet, a distant group of fog galaxies, and the Carina Nebula are among the newly released images. During a presentation of the photographs at the Goddard Space Flight Center, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said, "Every image is a fresh discovery and will give humanity a view of the universe that we have never seen before." According to NASA, the image of Stephan's Quintet contained a few unexpected shocks, such as enormous shock waves created when one of the galaxies slammed through the cluster. Researchers found the unmistakable signs of an active supermassive black hole in the uppermost galaxy, which can only be distinguished by the debris whirling around the galactic titan. The massive mosaic, which features powerful starburst zones and delicate-appearing wisps of gas and dust, will assist researchers in understanding how galaxies interact and merge. The Carina Nebula, as seen by the Webb telescope, has a newly formed star-forming region known as NGC 3324. According to NASA officials, stellar nurseries and individual stars previously hidden can now be observed thanks to the observatory's sophisticated sensors. In the image, gas pillars form a stunning landscape, featuring cosmic cliffs formed by UV radiation from young stars. Additionally, the Webb telescope caught the final show of a dying star that was more than 2,000 light-years away. The Southern Ring Nebula is depicted in the observatory's image as rings of gas and dust that were ejected by a dying star. The second star in the nebula was sharply focused by Webb's infrared detectors, showing it to be fainter and shrouded in dust. These kinds of observations, according to scientists, will improve their comprehension of the star's life cycle, particularly how dying stars alter and influence their surroundings. NASA and the White House gave the public a sneak peek of the Webb telescope's first photographs a day early, revealing a magnificent view of an area of sky teeming with brilliant galaxies. The so-called Deep Field View revealed enormous galaxy clusters in the front that are enlarging and distorted light from fainter and far farther away celestial objects behind them. This image, along with the rest of the collection made available by the Space Agency on Tuesday, provides a glimpse of the enormous power and unmatched capabilities of the $10 billion Webb telescope. The observatory, which will be able to view farther into space and in more detail than any telescope that has come before it, has been predicted to alter our understanding of the cosmos, scientists. The first exoplanet spectrum from the Webb telescope, which displays light from the 2014 discovered planet WASP 96b that orbits beyond our solar system at various wavelengths, was published this week. According to NASA, WASP 96b, a star more than 1,000 light-years from Earth, is mostly formed of gas and has a mass nearly equal to that of Jupiter. More information on the Southern Ring Nebula image captured by the James Webb Space Telescope was provided by NASA scientists. The picture depicts a planetary nebula, which is a gaseous halo surrounding a dying star. One of the project scientists for the telescope, Klaus Pontoppidan, discussed the significance of the image during a news briefing on Tuesday. "It's not just any star," he explained. "It's one that resembles the Sun, or will resemble the Sun, when it dies in 5 billion years." According to Pontopidian, the star is ejecting its outer layers, which include carbon and oxygen, which contributes to the creation of other cosmic objects. Stars have a life cycle, he continued. Although this star is coming to an end, new stars and planetary systems are only getting started. The James Webb Space Telescope will produce images and data that, according to NASA experts, will revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos. During a news briefing on Tuesday, Jane Rigby, the telescope's operations project scientist, remarked, "This is going to be groundbreaking. These are previously unattainable skills for humans." Her remarks follow NASA's release of 5 new photos showing exoplanets, stars, nebulae, and galaxies in the universe in never-before-seen detail. After viewing the initial pictures that Webb took, Rigby claimed that she sobbed with joy. "It was a mixture of excitement, oh my gosh, this is great, and tears, oh my god, this works," she recalled. The first photographs from the James Webb Space Telescope, which was unveiled on Tuesday, were compared to those from its predecessor, the Hubble Space Telescope, by NASA. The space agency shared pictures of the cluster of 5 galaxies known as Stephan's Quintet, 4 of which interact. In a tweet, the galaxies are surrounded by many stars in a Hubble 2009 image, which was acquired over the course of several weeks. In contrast, the Webb image of 2022, which was shot in less than a week, shows hundreds of star formations that have never before been seen because the telescope uses infrared technology, which makes visible things that are hidden from view by clouds, gas, and dust. The nebula's enormous volumes of dust and gas prevent the stars from being seen by the naked eye. The region, known as the Cosmic Cliffs, exhibits a giant gaseous void, created when newly formed stars push down ultraviolet light to form the jagged appearing edge. A new telescope image reveals a galaxy cluster, Stephan's Quintet, a collection of 5 galaxies situated 290 million light-years away, is visible in NASA's most recent photograph taken with the Webb telescope. The image contains approximately 150 million pixels and is assembled from almost 1,000 independent image files, the space agency said. New details about the cluster are shown in the image, such as the birth of millions of stars as they did millions of years ago, and the tails of gas and dust being tugged in various directions as the galaxies perform a cosmic dance. According to NASA, the most unexpected image shows one of the galaxies, NGC 7318b, slicing through the center of the cluster. A fading star is depicted via a new telescope. The Southern Ring Nebula, a planetary nebula, is depicted in a new NASA photograph taken by the James Webb Space Telescope as it is dying. With exceptional detail, the image depicts a star ejecting gas and dust as it dims. The star in the image center has been emitting rings of gas and dust in all directions for thousands of years, and the telescope showed that it is cloaked in the dust. The long-awaited new photographs from the James Webb Space Telescope are now starting to be made public by NASA. The largest planet outside of our solar system, WASP 96b, is depicted in one of the first photographs shown during a live broadcast from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, on Tuesday. The image depicts a graph of the atmospheric composition of WASP 96b. According to officials, as the planet moves in front of a star, starlight is refracted into different light wavelengths as it passes through the atmosphere. According to NASA, the graph shows that water vapor was there, which is proof that the planet had clouds, which were previously believed not to exist there. According to the space agency, the data also shows Webb's unique ability to investigate atmospheres hundreds of light-years distant. The first objectives for the telescope are galaxy clusters and nebulae. The James Webb Space Telescope's initial targets have been released by NASA in advance of the release of the telescope's first photographs on Tuesday. The Carina Nebula, which is one of the brightest nebulae in the sky and is situated roughly 7,600 light-years away, is one of them. Other objectives include the Southern Ring Nebula, which is a planetary nebula or a cloud of gas that surrounds a dead star, and WASP 96b, the biggest planet outside of our solar system. The Stephan's Quintet, a collection of 5 galaxies that are 290 million light-years away and of which 4 are engaged in a cosmic dance of repeated close encounters, will also be studied by the telescope, according to NASA. The SMAC 0723 galaxy cluster, which is the last target, bends the light from objects behind it, allowing astronomers to view planets, stars, and other things that would have otherwise been invisible to the human eye. This was all about today's video.